Welcome back to Ali Karibo channel. My name is Ali and this is my channel and mostly about percussion. And because many of you have asked me, I've done many tutorials in Indonesian, but because many of you have asked me to make them in English so that many more audience can enjoy it, I'm starting to make my English tutorials. So subscribe if you haven't, because more English tutorials are coming if you're an English speaker. Okay, so I've already released one tutorial, the first tutorial that teaches you where to position your drum and where the basic hits are on the drum, which is the dum, which is the tak, and the ka, which is with your left hand. So with those three, you can already play basic beats on the darbuka. Okay, we're going to get more technical with more fast fingering and all kinds of stuff later on in the series, but for now we're going to go to 5 basic rhythms so that we can jump right into playing darbuka right away if you've already watched the video in this tag right here. So if you haven't watched it, watch this first and then come back to this video and I'll teach you 5 basic rhythms on the darbuka. Let's go. Just before we start explaining about the beat, I want to make sure you know D stands for dum, T stands for tak, and period stands for rest. Okay, so you use that as a rest. If you need to make like a sound with your mouth for the rest, this is what I usually do for little kids. I make them make a sound with their mouth on the dots, on all the dots, so that they don't accidentally skip it. So if the beat is dum, so you make that little sound to remind you not to skip it. Those are just rests. So that's basically how you're going to read these beats that are written here. Okay? So as I explained to you guys before about the dot, is like a rest sound. You can use your mouth or not, up to you. But this beat has a lot of rests, so you got to pay attention to the rests. Alright, so right into business. Let's get right to it. So for all you lovers of darbuka, you know when you start learning darbuka, you want to be able to play beats right away. So I'm going to teach you the basic 5, as I said in the beginning of the video, the basic 5 darbuka beats. Okay, we're going to start with the first beat, which is called maksum. Okay, if you play it, we're just going to play with our right hand, because this is the leading hand and all the accents for this beat are on the right hand. So I'm only going to make it very simple as possible, therefore you can build on it easily from there. Okay, so maksum is played like this. Okay, dum tak, tak, dum tak, and this is a 4/4 time signature. Okay, 4/4 time. So it's dum tak, tak, dum tak, dum tak, tak, dum tak. Okay, so that's 4/4 time signature. So you want to make sure, as I said, that you're playing each hit exactly the same. Each dum has to be the same. Each tak has to be the same. So once you can do that, then you can add in the ka. Dum tak, tak, dum tak. But you want to make sure that you have the basic first, because from there you'll build everything else. The basis of the beat has to be very, very clear. Okay, that's maksum. Okay, I'm gonna play it one time with all the fills and stuff so that you can see what you're going towards. Okay. Okay, let's go to the second beat, which is called Saidi. Okay, this is almost the sound is very much alike, but the dum is moving around throughout the beat. That's why they have different names. Okay, so this one is called Saidi, which you play like this. Dum, ta. Again, same 4/4 time signature, and only dum and tak are being used for this beat. Those are the accents. If you notice in the middle, there's 2 dums instead of tak dum. Okay, that's the difference. So dum tak, dum dum tak. So if you want to do other variations, you have to keep the dum tak, dum dum. You can't change the dum dum, because then it changes the beats. So. Make sure you have the dum dum. So once again, very clearly, I'm going to play it one time and then we'll go on to the third one. Okay, that's the basic beat, 4/4 time, as I said. Okay, For the third beat, it's called Baladi, which is the most famously used for belly dance. It's very common. Actually, all three of these are used for belly dance, but this one's the most famous, and it's called Baladi. The difference, again, is the dooms. So the doom has moved, two dooms have moved to the beginning of the beat. So it becomes doom, doom. You want to make sure every time you play that doom, it's exactly the same. Every time you play that tuck, your hand is all the way on the edge, and it's exactly the same, because that's what makes a good darbuka player from differentiates a good darbuka player from a bad darbuka player, because every time it has to be consistently exactly the same sound. That's why it takes a lot of practice. Okay, so that's the third beat. Let me play a little bit fancier so you also can realize what it's gonna sound like in the future. All those techniques I'm using, I will be teaching you guys in future tutorials. So like I said, subscribe below if you haven't, and watch out for the English content. There are Indonesian contents in the middle and other commercial contents, but there will be a playlist on my Darbuka channel. Playlist right here, you can check the tag for English Darbuka tutorials. Only English Darbuka tutorials will be in this playlist. So you can check out that playlist and make sure you view that playlist once in a while to make sure to see if there's any new tutorials. Okay? This beat is called Malfoof. Okay? So it's played like this, slow, and I'll show you. It's kind of hard to keep up with when it's slow, but when it's faster, it's easier. So I'll play it for you slow first. One doom, two texts. Boom. This is also a 4/4 time beat, so it's gonna be. This is a 4/4 time. If you count 4 on these, you're going to see that it's exactly 4/4 times before the doom comes back in. The doom is called the downbeat. Most beats start with doom. So therefore, you know the downbeat is on the doom, usually. That's just a side note. Okay? Now, Malfoof sounds better when it's faster. It sounds like this. You can feel the groove more. So Malfoof is usually played faster. Okay? And when you have it like more fancy, you can do... you can get the groove in it. Okay, now that's called Malfoof. So let's go to the last beat, which is called Ayub. Okay, so this beat is similar but different also, but you'll see what it's like. Okay, pay attention to the rest one more time. Let's do the last one, which is Ayub. So if you count it, it's also 4/4 because it's doom, that doom, that doom, that doom, that. You can see those are 4 beats right there. So boom. Again, make sure you're playing every hit exactly the same. It's very important to make every hit exactly the same, okay? So this is more groovy also when you play it faster. So that's why I'm going to play it like a little bit faster so you can remember it better, okay? So, you see how it sounds? It sounds a lot more groovy when you play it like that way and when you play it a little bit faster. Malfoof and Ayub are more faster beats. They're not really played slow. Okay? So those are the 5 beats. I want you to take every single one, write it down on a piece of paper so that when you're practicing you can remember how each one looks, how each one sounds, and you don't mess up any of the rest. Also, if you want, you can write the 1, 2, 3, 4, the counting out. You can write it out inside the beat. So like if it's, for example, Maksum. This hand is playing the 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Anyway, focus on just getting those 5 beats, the very basics, and then we'll add the left hand in future videos. We'll add how to use the left hand, how to fill in beats, and all that kind of stuff. Okay? That'll be all for now. Remember, again, if you haven't watched this video or it's not clear how to play the tek or the doom, please watch this video here, which is on the basic hits of the darbuka and the positioning, how it should be. Okay? There's also a playlist for your English darbuka tutorials, which I would love you guys to subscribe to, and also make sure you watch the videos in there because all those are in English. Even though I have a lot of videos in Indonesian, all those are in English, and you can know where all of them are in one place, which is the English Darbuka tutorial playlist. Okay? Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video. Please comment below so I can know that a lot of you guys are using this English content because I know most of my audience are Indonesian. Comment below so that I know you guys want more of these videos, and we'll continue to make them. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe, and as I always say, habits make all the difference. Peace out.